These honorees today are world-class photographer and good friend, George Kalinsky. Knicks trailblazer, Harry the Horse Gallatin.
Most famous arena.
They are the singers, songwriters, athletes, and artists who have made the Garden the world's most famous arena. Today, we honor our 2000. He's a Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame member, and that happened in 1983. And he was enshrined when the Walk of Fame was first introduced in 1992. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Bradley.
For nearly 50 years, George Kalinsky was because George Kalinsky caught it, as he has so many. So it's my great pleasure to induct George into the Madison Square Garden Hall of Fame. George.
And the joy that you have given us all through the years. And thank you for your friendship. I will always treasure our friendship. It's an honor to be recognized today, and I would like to congratulate the Grateful Dead, Eddie, Harry the Horse Gallatin. You all had great moments in the Garden, and I have had the privilege to capture many of those illustrious moments. I looked at him and I blinked again, and I said, Elvis, right now. And now in 2015, I've been blessed with so many now moments. And right now, I celebrate this great award with all of you. I've never said this before, but every day I come to work, I cross 7th Avenue. And I look up at the marquee and I just gaze and stare at it.
And if life is about moments...
Canned remarks. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank all the inductees, and it's a great honor to be up here introducing an incredible man. I am so deeply honored to introduce Harry the Horse Gallatin to this year's 2015 Madison Square Garden Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame.
And I'd like to introduce her right now, my wife, Bev, of 65 years. Stand up, honey. Stand up. Stand up. My son Jim is here with his wife Suzanne. Would you stand, please? You can see he's about the same size, 6'6". Smart, right?
He was honored in the Madison Square Garden Walk of Fame in 1996. His number 7 hangs in the ceiling of Madison Square Garden. He's been part of the Rangers organization now for over 50 years. I'm proud to say he's a friend, I hope. Ladies and gentlemen, Raj Gilbert.
Thank you. What a special day, right? How about them Rangers last night? Whoa. It would have been a little different today, really. Very important to that year. And he also backs up the team to when we played the Stanley Cups in 1972 against the Bruins. And he did all of this with style and grace. And he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 1987. And his Ranger jersey, number 1, finally got up there, and it was retired 2 years later. To welcome Eddie Giacomin, Tigri I call him because of his gray hair, in the Walk of Fame of Madison Square Garden.
A Dennis Hall story, which I've heard probably 50 years. But it's great to be back. I'll tell you, my dream was fulfilled in June of 1965 when the Rangers picked me up and made me a New York Ranger player. Ida, on January, she died, and another one, famous writer here, New York Post, who wrote a book about me, Hugh Delano, who died at Easter. And so I want to honor them with this Wall of Fame. Thank you.
One day I did. I must have not been getting my job done. And the voice at the other end of the phone was Jim Kerr. This morning when I got in the train, the last voice I heard in my car was Jim Kerr. Millions have listened to him over the years. And when you've been doing something for 40 years and you're still getting paid, you're not good. You're great. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Kerr.
Well, there are bands, and then there are movements. And from the very start, the Grateful Dead has been a movement.
Be an ambassador to something that changed so many lives and made so many people happy and so much dancing. We're going to be, in this Walk of Fame alongside of a bunch of other really influential and wonderful people, and that's a real honor.
I just want to say thank you on behalf of my father. Some of my best memories. The last time we were here when I was 16 years old, I got to stand behind my dad's giant, massive drum kit at the back, and just standing behind these massive drums and hearing it echo through the entire arena. It was one of those magic moments that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. It was really special, so thank you all for having me.
This building held so many memories. I don't know where I could start to begin to tell you. But out of about 2,300 shows that the Grateful Dead played, the 52 that we played here were more than amazing.
You touched on an important point, I think, the soul of the place, this place. And, I imagine some of it resides with the staff, the people who run this place and just know how to do it. But it's also the people who come here to
pull back right now. Pull back. Just keep it in front of it. No, that's not going to happen with a cell phone. Thank you. Appreciate that.